Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. The water just coming in over the sides, almost hitting the doors up here now. Wow. Imagine coming out of the door and you're like, oh my gosh, you haven't got on a boat yet. And you're like, where's the nearest boat? I gotta swim all the way over to that thing way over there. And it's already full of like people screaming. You know, that lifeboat over there, you swim over to that and it's already full of people. You're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. Water's coming up fast. This boat is sinking. And maybe you see other people like swimming around and you know, you see all kinds of objects and life vests and papers and stuff like that all in the water. This would be pretty scary. Now we got water coming in here. We went up a level and water is like right here up at our, you know, slapping at our knees and our feet and stuff. You just keep going higher. Oh my God, help! Help! Help me! Oh man, you can really feel, look at this, you can really feel like the weight of this ship just moving down towards the water here. Look at how far this thing's leaning here. And water is coming in crazy, guys. Hello everybody, welcome to another First Impressions video. This is a look at a simulation called Britannic. It came out just a couple weeks ago here. And this one lets us relive the events of the sinking of the Britannic that happened back in November of 1916, over 100 years ago. Now, this is a hospital ship that was operated by the Royal Navy, which is Navy of the UK. It was a White Star Line ship, one of the three ships that was built by the White Star Line, and the Titanic, which sunk 3 years before this one sunk, was also one of the three ships the White Star Line put out. So this ship was made to be a hospital ship to carry injured soldiers, and it was on its way in November of 2016 to pick up injured soldiers when it hit a mine placed by the German Navy near the Greek island of Kea. And this is kind of the simulation of what happened. So we're going to be back right after this to go ahead and give Britannic a first look. If it's worth your $3. Be back for this. Alright, welcome back everybody. So here we are guys, we are in the game. Interactive Gaming Studios presents Britannic. I like the way this is starting. I like how you can see the water reflecting the clouds above. You can hear the water, you can hear the seagulls around, and you can see the smoke coming from, you know, the ship here. This is really, really cool. So here when you come in here, you have extras. You can go to the YouTube channel from the developers. You can play the main game. You can set it your graphic quality, if you would, of everything. And then you can also do like a free camera mode where you can kind of watch the ship sink from any angle you want. Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and play the main game first though, because it takes around 30 minutes. I'll probably be fast forwarding some of this. The Britannic is on the in the Aegean Sea off the coast of Greece. It's on its way to pick up wounded soldiers. Yeah, I was right about that. So here we are, guys, and we start right here. All right. Very cool. Oh God, already. That was the mine, guys. That was the mine. Okay, let's go ahead and pause this real quick. We got it paused. I want to show you guys something. I was just looking at something. I was looking at YouTube at a video, and I want to show you guys what just happened here in a video that I found on YouTube. As you can see, the model in the game looks just like this. 8:12 a.m.
My name is Corporal Jack Wall. of the Royal Army Medical Corps. I had just finished breakfast and had come up on deck. I sat down on the hatchway while one of our chaplains, with his map out, was showing us different places of interest on the nearby shorelines.
When Britannic hit one of the contact fuses on the mine detonated.
Pay special attention to that right there as well. Because what happened there is, I mean, this was back in 1960. This is more than 100 years ago, guys.
The explosion created an expanding gas bubble, lifting Britannic's bow with it.
So what happened is it hit that mine, and it caused a detonation, you know, of the mine. And we see here that part of the transmitter here on the front of the ship got broken. And what happened is the ship was actually sending out SOS signals, trying to basically call for help after that happened. They were able to send out those signals, but because of that transmitter, that thing got broke there, they couldn't receive any incoming messages. So, you know, if you go back and you watch like the documentary, it's pretty cool. So we're going to jump back in, and now we know kind of how that happened. We actually hit a mine. It wasn't like that, you know, a submarine shot us or anything like that and blew us up or anything like that. No, we just hit a mine that was placed by the German Navy underwater. So now that we see that, and you can see that, you know, in the old documentary video that I was watching, you heard the seagulls, you saw that it was kind of a partly cloudy day, and, you know, the water sounds very similar. So this game is doing a great job of replicating at least what's in the documentaries on YouTube and stuff. So, again, I'll link that documentary that I found down below if you guys want to go watch that. It's like an hour long, but it's fantastic. So let's go ahead and come up here and see if we can get kind of a view. Okay, so it hit right there. Kind of saw the water splash and everything like that. And sadly, we can't get a real good view here of what happened. But I think this thing is going to start sinking here. I can't jump. I'm having to find stairs. Just trying to jump over walls and stuff like that. Makes you wonder if anybody on the ship was trying to jump over these walls rather than going to the stairs, because there might have been a lot of people running around up and down these stairs. It makes you wonder if anybody else is like kind of jump over this, you know. Who knows? You know, there probably was a little bit of panic going on. And these right here, guys, if anybody knows, because I was in the Navy myself, all these little things right here, this is what you use mooring lines to, you know, in port to hold the ship at bay. And these are called bits right here. This is what your mooring lines are wrapped around. Look at this anchor. Look at how big that anchor is. Jesus. That is a huge-ass anchor. Alright. Yeah, the attention to detail on this model, like, I know the developers for this game probably didn't make this particular, you know, ship asset or whatever, but whoever made this ship did an outstanding job. I'm sure the developers, if they bought the rights to it, they probably paid a good amount of money for this, because there's a lot of detail. Imagine if we could go inside. Now this the ship doesn't have any kind of interior or anything like that, but like you could tell that all these ladders and, you know, doorways and stuff like that, they're all placed exactly where they're supposed to be. Very cool. Now, like I say, this isn't really a game, so you're not going to be able to come in here and play a game. You know, I'm sure that you could take this model and you could make a pretty cool little game on it. You know, if you wanted to, going around and collecting different things or collecting guns, or could you imagine, you know, having a Call of Duty style gunfight on a ship model like this? It might be pretty fun, but this ship was made for one reason, and it was made for, you know, a simulation just like this, I believe. I like these like park benches here, just kind of put right here. That's awesome. Look at all the benches back on the back over there. Is there not? Right here. Oh, I want to get down that ladder. There we go. You get the ladder going up, but you don't have it going down. Now look at all these benches back here. Yeah, when you look at the size of this model compared to how big I am, you can see that it's just massive. Now, the one thing, there's some things that I think the developer of this could have done better. Like, they could have, like, showed the time. You know, like up in the upper right-hand corner or something like that, so we could see the ship going down and the ship actually sinking as time went by. So by this point, they're probably going to start these lifeboats. They're probably going to start going down. You know, they're probably going to start putting those lifeboats out, because you can imagine people would be definitely really scared at this point after hearing the ship hit that mine. And then when they saw that, you know, the ship was starting to sink and lean to, I believe, the starboard side. Is what I read. The ship was leaning towards the starboard side. Yeah, if only we could go inside, that'd be awesome. Now we could probably get in one of these lifeboats and be hoisted down here soon. But let's check out the other side over here. Now we still got all these lifeboats here. Do we have any lifeboats in the water yet? Can't really see. Try to jump up and get a look. Oh, fell down. Can't get over all these benches everywhere. People, yeah. Starboard side, because this is the back of the ship over here. Oh, right there, you see a lifeboat being launched right back here. Go take a look at this thing. Gotta be careful not to fall. Oh yeah, there's already boats in the water. You can imagine, I believe each one of these boats held like 40 to 50 people, something like that. Oh yeah, see the boats being dropped down on this side into the water. And if you can imagine all the people, you know, imagine 30, 40, 50 people on one of those boats, and they're dropping them into the water because that's the only way that these people are going to survive. So remember, they were able to send out SOS signals of distress on the ship, but they weren't getting any messages come back in. So it was probably, you know, a lot of decisions had to be made for the safety of the personnel on the ship. And I believe that there was 1,095 or 1,065, I can't remember, 1,065, I think, people on board this ship when it hit that mine. And only 30 people lost their lives. So there was 1,035 survivors that were rescued from the water, that were, you know, swimming around in the water, or that were on these lifeboats. So I think it's really cool here to kind of see the lifeboats being dropped down into the water. And that's probably about the, you know, the right speed. It's probably simulating the, you know, an accurate speed of how, you know, how fast those, or how slow rather, those lifeboats were lowered down to the water. But remember, they gotta, you know, you had to hurry. You had to get all these people off this boat, and this ship was completely sunk in less than an hour. So, you know, this would have been horrifying for everybody on board, and especially like the captain of the ship and you know, the sailors and everything like that on board. Would have been pretty terrifying. So if you can imagine, again, all these lifeboats with, you know, 40 people or however many people were on each one down there, and you know, it doesn't look like we have any on this side over here, which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, we do. We have a few. Not as many. They're actually dropping. There's some being dropped right there. So we're gonna wait, guys, and we're gonna see if we can survive. Yeah, I could get on one of these lifeboats and be dropped down into the water, but part of me wants to kind of, you know, stay on this ship and kind of experience, you know, like maybe if we were one of the last people on this ship, you know, doing our job or helping other people, you know, get on a lifeboat and trying to help people stay calm and all that, what it would have been like. You know, see if we could kind of survive at the last minute here. So, let's go take a look at the, we're on the bow of the ship now. Let's, take a look at the front of the ship and see if it's actually going underwater where it was hit by the mine. See what's going on up here. Hi, everybody! Hi, Mom! Love you, Mom! Huh. Yeah, trying to learn the navigation of the ship is kind of crazy. Okay, so stuck on these holes and everything. Yeah, we're not really going down yet. But we will. Yeah, I love this. I mean, look, you can see the chains, you can see there's a lot of detail on this ship. A lot of detail. And accurate detail as well. You know, the size, the location of all these you know, different mechanisms and bits and everything. Can you imagine what the sounds and what the horror would have actually been had you been on this ship 104 years ago? Would have been pretty scary for sure. Starting to actually feel the you know, even just playing the game or whatever, I can kind of feel the ship leaning, you know? You can feel it starting to lean in this direction. Looks like these are trying to lower another ship or another boat into the water, but Oh, I wonder if we can climb up this. There we go. We got up here now. Got quite a view from up here. Yay! Oh, here we go, guys. We can kind of see the water coming in over the starboard side there. Wow. That is really cool. Let's go ahead and jump down and see if we can... Thankfully, we didn't hurt ourselves or break our leg there, right? Alright, let's go down here and take a look at this. Not that way. Right here. We need to go down further. Go take a look at this water here, guys. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. The water just coming in over the sides, almost hitting the doors up here now. Wow. Imagine coming out of the door and you're like, oh my gosh, you haven't got on a boat yet. And you're like, where's the nearest boat? I gotta swim all the way over to that thing way over there. And it's already full of like people screaming. You know, that lifeboat over there, you swim over to that and it's already full of people. You're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here. Water's coming up fast. This boat is sinking. And maybe you see other people like swimming around and you know, you see all kinds of objects and life vests and papers and stuff like that all in the water. This would be pretty scary. Now we got water coming in here. We went up a level and water is like right here up at our, you know, slapping at our knees and our feet and stuff. You just keep going higher. Oh my God, help. Help. Help me. Oh man, you can really feel, look at this, you can really feel like the weight of this ship just moving down towards the water here. Look at how far this thing's leaning here. And water is coming in crazy, guys. You know, if you guys could go out and buy this this simulation on Steam, I mean, it is only $3. I definitely recommend, rather than getting out on the lifeboat and just kind of watching it, because you can go into the free cam mode and watch the ship sink from, you know, any angle you want. So why get on a lifeboat and go out there and be stuck at a certain angle watching it when you can go into the free cam mode and watch it like that? But yeah, I definitely recommend you just stay on the ship like I'm doing here. And even if you die or whatever, I mean, who really cares? This experience right here is well worth the $3, I think. You know, just kind of imagine that you're, you know, this is real and you got water coming up. And everybody else, like everybody else on the ship is already out there on the lifeboats. And you're like, oh my God, is there going to be a way for me to live here? You know, it'd be pretty scary, for sure. Remember, only 30 people died in this actual incident. And so that shows you that, hey, there's like a 95% chance of me living, but I may die here because this water is starting to come up here. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if I go in the water here, I'm going to die. Yeah, so look at this. Look at that. Oh, God. Crazy. That is crazy, guys. Look at that. It's just coming up. If it gets above my head, I have a feeling I'm going to die. Let's get up. Oh, my gosh. Look at that water coming up. Oh, man. Ooh. Mommy. Mommy, mommy. Like, I don't know where to go. Water is starting to come up over the sides here already. Like, all the boats are... Remember, all the boats weren't deployed. Only like a little over half of them were actually deployed from this thing. So I think this is a point where, you know, you just jump off here and try to swim and hope that, you know, hope that you could either make it to a lifeboat. There's room, you know, they kind of help you get on the side of it, of a lifeboat. And then that lifeboat doesn't start sinking because there's too much weight on it or whatever. And, oh man, we're just... I think I need to be back. I think I need to go... I want to try to go up there again, maybe. I don't know. There's a lifeboat, but I don't think it's going to get deployed. Yeah, I think it's just going to go down in the water. This would be like your one chance, though. Be like, hope this lifeboat gets... because you got a boat that's going to hold you up here. You'd probably actually be trying to, you know, unlatch this thing and... Yeah, see, we're going to drown if we stay on that thing. Yeah, that's going down. Going down with the boat. Right, oh my gosh. This is a cool experience, staying on the boat like this and looking at it like this. This is just really cool. Definitely the way to play this simulation, I think. Oh my gosh. I guess we're just going to try to survive as long as we can. See, there's more lifeboats right there, but they're not going to get deployed. And this ship is really starting to lean. Try to get through these posts here. Oh man, we're leaning so bad right now. I can't even get up this ladder, we're leaning so bad. Look at that. Like, you're meant to... I can't even jump up it. Oh yeah, I can. You gotta spam the space bar just to... Could you imagine the energy being exerted by just trying to get up and stay afloat here? Spam that space bar! I went up! Not that way. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. These posts... Like, this would have been easy to get through all these, before, but because the ship is leaning so bad, it makes it really hard to get through all this stuff. I think what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna try to get through here, and we're gonna see if we can jump our way up here, and then we're gonna try to get above this, and then we're gonna go up here. Hopefully we get a cool view for you guys. Yeah. This is like the highest point we can get to, I think. Yeah. Oh wow. Look at that. Look at that. Dang. That water is just engulfing the ship. It's just going down really fast now. Oh my. Look at how far we're leaning. Oh, this would be scary. It'd be scary if you didn't know how to swim, for sure. Oh yeah, we're just going down so fast now. Yeah. No, mommy. Yeah, we're underwater now. We are underwater right now. And I can't swim. Yeah, there's my boats. There's my lifeboats, and I'm dead. I'm dead, yep. You fell off the Britannic and didn't survive the impact. So we didn't survive, but that was a cool experience. That was really cool. Alright, what I'm going to do here now, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and go into a view of the, let's go to the main menu here. Alright guys, here we are. We're going to go ahead and do this free camera here. Hold shift to move the camera faster. On its way to pick up wounded soldiers. Yep. And we're going to do a time lapse here, so I'm going to speed everything up, guys. But we're going to take a look at this. Right there.
Britannic.